everyone, my name is Shayla. I am an adult services librarian at the Charleston County Public Library, the main branch. And here's another episode of Healthy Side Dishes Cooking with Herbs. Now, the herb today that we are going to cook with is going to be rosemary. And I know rosemary is a very popular herb to cook with. It's used for a number of dishes, including lamb. As far as a protein, is the most famous one that it's used in, but it can also be used in many side dishes, like the one that we're going to do today. Rosemary tends to be a little bit more woodsy, especially more woodsy than the thyme that we cooked with last time for the roasted carrots. As you can see here, the stem is a lot sturdier here, and it has almost like an evergreen type of smell, but you can still, cook with it, and you can also use it in some other with some different oils too. And how you take it off of the stem, the same way you take it off with, the thyme, except the stem is a lot, like I said, it's a lot sturdier, and you'll just kind of do the same thing. You'll just peel it back, just like that. The dish that we're going to make today with the rosemary is going to be roasted potatoes with rosemary and garlic. So here are the ingredients for that. Of course, first ingredient you need is the potatoes. I like to use red potatoes because you can pretty much cook these whole and you don't have to remove the skin. It's perfectly fine the way it is. And the cut is going to be like in dices, like diced. So you want to dice it kind of small so it'll cook quicker in the oven. Of course, you're going to need the rosemary. I just minced the rosemary. So once again, it'd be easier for it to cook in the oven. Then I also want to use some garlic. This is just some minced garlic. And of course you have some olive oil right here. And then finally some salt and pepper. This is just going to be a fairly easy dish to do. Okay, and you also need a spatula to mix everything in. And then a sheet pan with aluminum foil and some hand spray to spray over the aluminum foil so your product does not stick. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the bowl of potatoes, and we're going to just pretty much add everything in. Starting with our olive oil. This is about like 1 tablespoon. And then we're going to add our minced rosemary. And then the garlic. And then pepper. And then we'll do the salt. You can kind of gauge it with the salt. You may need to just do less of it at first. If you feel like you need more, you can add a little bit more salt. So now once everything's in here, we're going to take and we're going to mix it. Make sure that everything coats all the potatoes. We'll add a little bit more salt. right. And what you have right here, you see all the potatoes are coated with the rosemary and the garlic. What you're going to do now is you're going to take your pan spray and spray it on your sheet pan. And you're going to put the potatoes on the sheet pan. And just make sure to get everything out of the bowl. And then I'm going to spread it out until it's in one single layer. You want everything to cook. And of course, your layer is going to look something like this. And you're going to go ahead and put these in the oven at 400 degrees for about 25 to 30 minutes until it's nice and golden brown and everything's cooked all the way through. So by the magic of having food already made, I already have some potatoes that have already been roasted for about 30 minutes here. And as you can see, they are nice and golden brown. And the rosemary cooked up really well with this, as well as the garlic. Garlic didn't burn too much. That's another thing you have to kind of be mindful about when you're cooking with fresh garlic, that it may burn at a higher temperature, but in the case of this dish, it just more looks like it's toasted. But yeah, here is the final result of our roasted potatoes with rosemary and garlic. Now this is a very easy dish to make. You can pair it with anything that you would like, any type of protein that you have on hand, or you can eat it by itself or even with some other roasted vegetables like the roasted carrots with balsamic vinegar and thyme that we made. I hope you try this recipe out. It is a nice, easy recipe for anybody to do. And thank you for watching this video, and thank you for trying out this recipe. And yeah, thanks. Bye.